In my own opinion, I think churches should start thinking of ways to lift their members out of poverty. I sincerely think so. Now, do you know why I'm saying this? The little I have gone to church, I know that churches see themselves as a nation. That's why they say they are citizens of heaven. So if churches believe that they are citizens of heaven, it means that church is a country. So I expect their general overseers to start thinking like a president and start making policies that will lift their members off poverty. Now listen, if churches can stop building new churches for the next 5 years, now no, so 5 years there no building of new church and then no crusade for the next 5 years. Don't do any crusade. Don't do any outreach. That money you use and that billions you use and do crusade, night of this, afternoon of this, morning of this. That money you use and spend and pay for venues here and there. That money you use and spend and build new churches, highest church, highest capacity church in the whole world, in the whole Africa. That money, use it and put and sit down and think, what kind of factory, what kind of company can I produce or can I institute or can I build here that will employ my church members? I'm not telling them to employ other churches. No. For example, now Redeemed Church or Living Faith Church or Christ Embassy, they wouldn't see okay, what kind of industry can I build that my church members can be employed? At least half of my church members should be employed. What kind of industry? An industry that will run by itself. An industry that we will build will produce goods that we will sell to the public, then the rate pay workers, and then it keeps running like that. Imagine if Christ Embassy, for example, have three industries to their name that employ only Christ Embassy members. Imagine if Living Faith have the same. Imagine if Dunamis have the same. Imagine if RCCG have the same. Imagine if COSA have the same. Imagine if Catholic have the same. Imagine if Anglican have the same. What do you think will happen to employment? Let's not talk about other people. Their church members will be fully employed. Don't you think so? Have you not seen? Do you know the rate at which people are leaving the church? How do you expect a young boy who will go online and see this music? Jakarta big man, big problem. Mmanwoge na cheche, bam, ololume, mmanwoge na kaka. Jakarta big man, big problem. And you will see these people spending money doing things. You expect the person to come to church and sit and claim I receive every now and then for 1 year, 2 years, the person life have not done any increase. You expect the person to be in church. Do you know how many people that is leaving church for back to tradition? Simply because churches have not paid attention to the growth of their members. Growth doesn't come only by prayer and fasting and teaching of the word of God. No. Sometimes people, the head, the leaders of that church need to take the bull by the horn. How do we lift these people out of poverty? Stop waiting for government to lift people. Start lifting your church members. Start lifting your church members. Every time you are building churches, that money don't be, we don't need more churches again. We have had enough buildings. We need people to be built, not just fine buildings. We need to have fine people in Nigeria. Let there be intentionality in building men among churches. You will see churches will become attractive again for the youth. All these lapses government is happening. If one church cannot do it, why don't combine? Imagine if Christ Embassy and Dunamis or Christ Embassy and Winners Chapel come together and say we want to see how we can help our members gain employment. We want to build the biggest industry in Africa. How can we do it? Set target next 5 years, let's build it. All our income will go into that building. Do you think it's not possible? Do you think they cannot achieve it? What Dangote built, if churches in Nigeria really, really want to do it, they can do it. This refinery, they can do it. Even if they cannot do refinery, they can do other things. They can do other things that will employ people that will produce. I'm more focused on not just doing anyhow, not just building schools and hospitals. No, do product oriented companies, something that people will produce and sell. Produce and sell. It will not be. I think it will help a lot. We don't need churches again. We have enough. We need where people will walk. People need work. If they need, people need work. No longer churches. We need work. We can attend churches online. We cannot attend work online. Most work are not done online. Even if it's done online, let us see it now. We can access churches online. Can we access work online as Nigerians? That should be where the churches should be thinking. It's easier to preach to somebody whom you employ than somebody whom is struggling to eat. You cannot even feed the person. Churches can start, if churches now decide to go into farming, imagine having big acres of land. Do you know that it will come a time churches can be feeding themselves? They can influence their own market, have their own bank, have their own agric bank where people, hungry people from the church can come and take food and eat. Do you know it's possible? But we spend our time on building schools, hospital. These are good churches, they are good, but hi, na person wey get money go fit go hospital now. Na person wey don chop dey go hospital. So let us focus on employment. Lifting people out of poverty should be very practical and intentional aspect of churches now. If you can't do it by yourself, put hands together. Do it. Nigerian people are really, really hungry. Oh. What do you think? Let me know what you think.